Hello and welcome. Today we will have a gentle yoga practice, so it will be something really nice if you feel rusty to wake yourself up. Let's start seated. The legs are crossed the way you like. You can close your eyes and start to tune into your breathing. Breathing in through the nose as you lengthen your spine, and breathe out through the nose. Find a gentle contraction in your belly. Breathe in fully, get energized with your breathing, and on breathe out, soften the outer body as though you are melting your outer arms, outer legs towards the ground. Continue this way, so that every breath in is a chance to float your body with vital forces. And set intention for your yoga practice. Aiming to feel good in every moment on the mat, in every movement we take. Let's open the eyes and let's start with right hand on the left shoulder. Ground the left shoulder down and back, then take the right ear close to the right shoulder. If you like, you can close the eyes and be curious about the opening you are creating. So if it feels better, you may take the head gently forward to notice the new line of stretch, or more lateral, or even more backward if you like. Just notice where it is you need the most of the movement, where you feel the most fruitful. Then take the right hand down and drag the chin towards the chest. Pause here for a moment, opening at the back of the neck. Head is heavy. Then take the left ear towards the left shoulder and ground the left hand onto the right shoulder. You can stay static, or you can be dynamic by moving your head slightly forward, or more lateral, or even backward. Just notice where it is that it feels productive and good at the same time. Once again, open your eyes if they are closed, slide the left hand down, drag the chin to the chest, and this time start to create a half circle. So like a C shape from one shoulder to the other shoulder. Do it 2 more times, no rush. And then stack the head above the spine vertically and take the shoulders to the ears, really to the top. Let all stress accumulate at the top as you breathe in into your higher ribs, and on breathe out, relax it down and back. Breathe in, shoulders towards your ears, feel the top of the lungs, and breathe out, shoulders down. And the last time, up with the shoulders, take a full inhale and down. And then spread the arms wide into the cactus shape, spread the fingers. On breathing, let's open across the front body. You can gently look up, chin back, and as you breathe out, connect the forearms together, round the spine, nose towards your chest. Breathe in, open up, get broadened across the chest. On breathe out, round the spine, connect the forearms, bow the chin to the chest. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, round and curl. The last time, find openness, expansiveness, and on breathe out, round and contract the front body. Then come back into the center, cross the right arm into the top of the left, so the arms are crossed, and place the hands on your opposite knees. And then we will round the spine, tucking the chin towards the chest, and now the aim will be to breathe to the back of the ribs. So find your breathing and look for this breathing between the shoulder blades. So breathing fully between the blades. And then breathe out, empty the belly, chest, lungs. 2 more times. Breathe in deeply and out. Really feel the stretch at the back of the ribs on your breathing between the shoulder blades, and then breathe out fully. Come back up. Keep the left heel close to your groins and stretch the right leg to the right side. Take the right hand onto the right shin, lift the left arm up, stack the left hand behind the head if it's possible, and on breathe out, tilt your body to the right. Side body stretch. Maybe even gently look up. Keep the right foot active, point right toes towards you, press the right heel down to the mat, and breathe into the left side of your waistline. Then come back to the center, cross your legs 1 more time. This time left arm goes to the top, right arm goes underneath. Breathe in and then breathe out, curl, and stay here for 3 more breathings. Just try to create more room at the back. Breathe not necessarily to the top or to the low spine, but somewhere into the middle. So it's kind of like a barrel-like breath, like a big balloon, feeling the back body with the air. After a round of 3 breaths, climb back up. Take the right heel in towards your butt. Extend the left leg to the left hand on the left shin, right arm up. Then right palm behind the head, breathe out, tilt your body to the left. Relax your jaw, eyebrows, muscles around your eyes. No fierce expression on your face. And then climb back up. And this time let's get ourselves into O4. So take the legs behind, step into O4. If you feel very rusty, it might be that you will need some support of blocks, for example, or books. So take them if you need them. When you are in O4, breathe in, open up the front body, extend. Breathe out, contract the front body, stretch the back body, round the spine, cut. Breathe in, open to the cow pose, spread the collarbone. Breathe out, push the ground away, round the spine, tuck the tail. 1 more round, don't rush, breathe in fully. And breathe out. Push the shoulders away from your floor, round the spine, and then come back into the center. Now extend the right leg back. If you have problem with balance, you can stay here. If your balance is fine, extend the left arm forward. Try to tense the right butt, cheek, and extend the spine, lower belly pushed in towards your spine. Now one option, stay here, or if you feel still very well balanced, bend the right knee and start to extend the left hand towards the right foot. Maybe you can hold it from the outside. If it's not possible from the inside, it's also fine. And start to kick towards the left hand so that you are very active in the right quads. Keep lower ribs knitted in and look down so that the neck is neutral. Create openness in the front body. Kick the right foot behind. Then extend the leg, extend the arm. Breathe out, move into the cat pose immediately round the spine. Back into neutral tabletop and then sway your hips to the right. Sway your hips to the left. One more time. Sway hips to the right. Sway hips to the left. Back into the center. Extend the left leg behind. Crawl the lower belly in. Then extend the right arm. Lower back is empowered by strong core. One option, stay here, lengthen. Second option, bend the left knee and hold the outside of the left foot. Kick into the right hand. Let it help you to open the quads, front body. Try to stay active in your glutes. Drishti and breath. Let go of the left foot, extend the arm, extend the leg. Breathe out into the cat pose. Breathe in neutral spine. Sway your hips to the left. Sway your hips to the right. One more, hips left. Hips to the right. Now back to neutral. Press your fingers so much that you can release the wrist a little bit from their duties. And then tuck the toes under. Breathe out, move into first downward facing dog. Maybe pedal it out a little bit, bending one knee then the other. No rush. Get into the feelings of the breath. Pointing your awareness to the one direction with drishti. And then walk your feet to the top of the mat. Breathe in for halfway lift. Breathe out, fold down. 2 more times this way. Breathe in for halfway lift, present the chest forward. Breathe out, fold down, Uttanasana. Last one, breathe in like a wave, halfway up, and breathe out all the way down. Breathe in, climb up, allow your heart to lead you. Then the arms up, and breathe out, hands through the heart. Stay in Tadasana, open your palms, and find one point to look at, drishti. Refine your breath, long and full. Ground down through your feet, and especially pay attention to press the base of your toes. So this line where the kind of like toe begin, it will give you a nice strong middle arches. Then on breathing, lift the arms up, lengthen up. Breathe out, fold down, keep long spine as you lower. Breathe in for halfway lift. Breathe out, step the left foot back. Stay here in lunge. If the floor seems to be far away, you can always use a block to support you. If it's fine, keep your fingers on the ground and let's start moving here. So breathe out, straight the right leg, bow towards the leg. Breathe in, bend the right knee, go into the lunge, heart forward. Few more rocks this way. Try to keep strong legs. Tighten your glutes. Keep pressing the base of your toes down. And then press your hands down, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Let's have first vinyasa. At first, let's start gently, settle your knees down on the ground. Breathe in, take it forward, kind of like plank. Breathe out, half chaturanga on your knees. Don't go too low. Elbows and shoulders on one line. Breathe in, sneak into the cobra, shoulders down and back, strong legs. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Then step or hop forward towards your hands. Lengthen out. Breathe out, fold down. Breathe in, rise high, root down through the base of your toes. Breathe out, hands through the heart. Same thing. Breathe in, arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, fold. Keep pointing your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, halfway lift, pose. Then step the right foot back, stay in the lunge with left leg at the front. Use blocks if you need to and start to rock with it. Backward and forward. Try to keep neutral neck. Lengthening of your spine. And after a few rocks this way, press your hands down, step the left foot back, breathe into the plank pose. You can lower the same way we did before with your knees on the ground or full chaturanga. Breathe in and tuck your toes, heart forward, sternum up. Breathe out to downward facing dog. Allow the drishti and breath to guide you to the inner sensations. Keep pressing through the fingers. It's as though your arm bones could move forward. Step or hop forward towards your hands. Lengthen out. Breathe out, fall down, nose to knees. Then rise high, long spine, heart lifted. Breathe out, hands through the heart. We are at the top of the mat. Refine your breath. Breathe in, arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, fall down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Step the right foot, left foot to downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift the right leg up for three-legged dog. Keep the pelvis even. Then step the right foot outside the right hand. Stay on your fingers and go a little bit lower with your hips. So you are lunging, left glutes is active, right heel is pressed down to the ground to activate the low butt on the right side. Heart stretches forward. Left kneecap lifted, kind of like you try to point your left knee towards the ceiling. Then straight the right leg, hop the left foot a little bit more forward and ground the left heel down. And keep melting your chest towards the ground. Try to press the base of your toes, especially right one, down. And think that you are guiding the right sitting bone towards the back of the mat and towards the ceiling. Always use blocks if you need them. Then step the left foot back, ground the left knee down. Breathe in, lift both arms up, Anjaneyasana. Open the front body, strong legs but lifted heart. Then take your arms to the inside of the right leg, pivot the left shin 45 degrees to the outside, keep the right hand down and lift the left arm up. Open across the chest, pivot as much as you can towards the ceiling. Then take the left hand down, point the left shin backward, keep the left hand on the ground, straight the right leg, use the block underneath your left hand if you need it. And then twist the right arm up. Point the right toes towards the back of the mat. Try to keep your pelvis even and get the most of rotation from your chest, from your thoracic spine. Then place the right hand down, point the right toes a little bit to the outside, lift the left knee and hop the left foot to the outside of the left hand, ground down to Malasana. And we will twist a little bit here, so breathe in, look behind the right shoulder, pivot your upper body to the right, get to the center, look behind the left shoulder, twist to the left. And keep moving 2 more times each side. Get curious about how it feels. If it's hard to get your heels to the ground, stack a blanket underneath your heels or widen your feet. And after that, press your feet firmly down to the ground. And on breathing, rise up with straight spine, arms lifts. Breathe out, hands through the heart, feet hip distance apart. Breathe in, lift the arms, lengthen up. Breathe out, fold and feel every sensation along the way. Don't rush. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, step the left foot, right foot to downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift the left leg up. Breathe out, step the left foot outside the left hand. Stay here in the lunge, a little bit wider lunge, but that's okay. Hips lower, heart higher, gaze to the floor. Tense the right glute and left glute. Pressing through the feet and the base of your toes. Then straight the left leg, hop the right foot a little bit more forward and ground the right heel down. Use block help if you need it. And start to press the base of the left toes to the ground. Notice, can you keep the arch in the left foot lifted and strong? Point the left sitting bone back and up to the ceiling and keep long spine. Then get the right knee down to the ground and a little bit backward. Breathe in, lift the arms up, magnetize inner thighs towards each other, freedom in the upper ribs. Then get both hands to the inside of the left leg, flip the right shin to the outside and lift the right arm up. Continue to breathe. Every breathing is a little bit more of openness, freedom, expansiveness. Right hand goes down, point the right shin, right foot back, straight the left leg, keep the right hand down and pivot your upper body to the left. Take a look down, left hand down, point the left toes out, lift the right knee, hop the right foot to the outside of the right hand, and this time stay in Malasana, but get your hips a little bit higher, just to feel the work in the legs. It's a very nice squat because it is training our strength, but also gives us a deep knee flexion. So very nice for healthy joints and strong joints at the same time. And then press down through the feet and lift your hips, spine all the way up, lengthen the arms and breathe out, hands through the heart, step the feet hip distance apart. A last flow and then we go to seated staff. Breathe in, arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, fall down, nose to knees. Breathe in, lengthen out. Breathe out, step the feet back or jump back if you prefer. Lower down on your exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Breathe in, open up, strong thighs, strong glutes. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Then get your knees down to the ground
Pivot your shin to the outside and sit. Take the legs forward. Let's go for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Feel your sitting bones. If it helps you, you can take the fleshy part of your butt out. Here. Breathe in, lift the arms up, lengthen up. On breathe out, fold. If it helps you, you can bend the knees. Relax the back of the neck. First and foremost, lengthen the spine. So if it feels better to stay higher but keep your chest open, then stay higher, no rush. You can even place your hands down on the ground, or you can grab the outer edges of the mat to help you to pull yourself forward with open chest. Some are more flexible, others are a little bit more rusty, but that's okay. And then lift yourselves up. Take the hands behind you. Half Purvottanasana. Bend your knees. Press down through the feet. Lift your hips up. One option, stay here. If you would like to take it further, straight right, straight left leg, and try to press the ballerina feet towards the ground. So it's a nice point. And lift your chest. Press through the fingers to release the wrist a little bit. And tense your butt, your hamstrings. Lift the chest up. 2, 1. Sit it down. Get your knees in towards your chest, towards the outer ribs, and hold your knees with the forearms. Lift your feet off the ground. One option, you can stay here for the core work and the balance work, or you can reach towards the big toes or outer feet as you prefer, trying to get into happy baby seated, or maybe even Upavishta Konasana legs. Find your option and lift your chest up. Press through the sitting bones down. So it can be challenging here, rather than to roll onto your sacrum more backward, to roll more forward and to try to feel your sitting bones as you train your balance. Hop, it can be challenging, and you train your core at the same time. Now, can you join the legs together? It's okay if not. Bend the elbows, start to pull your thighs towards the belly. Then bend your knees and get your feet down. We will try to get to the same pose through the Halasana, legs behind the head. So if you don't know what I mean, I will show you first, and then we will try 3 times. We will roll it back. When your legs will be behind you, you can grab your big toes. So we will go back, grabbing the big toes, and we will roll it forward, trying to sit up into Ubhaya Padangusthasana. Let's see how it goes. 3 more times. If it's not working for you, you can always modify this way. So 2 more. Pause a little bit when you get to the top. Take your time, play with it, and take the last one. And then take it down. Slowly we will lower down, but use your core work to do that. So extend the arms and bone by bone start to crawl down. You can extend the arms behind you. Cross the right leg around the left thigh. Move your seats a little bit towards the right and then twist the legs to the left. If you like, you can place the left hand on the outer right thigh and you can extend the right arm to the right, maybe even look to the right. One more time, release your eyes, eyebrows, jaw. And then come back into the center, switching sides, cross the left thigh on the top of the right, swing your hips gently to the left, and then pivot both legs to the right, extend the left arm to the left, notice how your breath is penetrating your belly, your organs. Come back into the center. Before we finish, let's take one little bridge. Take it as a kind of like big body yawning sensation. So extend the arms behind you, feet hip distance apart. Lift your hips and take long breaths. Maybe even yawn, stretching your arms back, pressing the heels down. Lengthen the front body. And then, bone by bone, upper spine, middle spine, lower down, and lower spine. Let's finish with the inner rotation for our hips. So step your feet a little bit wider, maybe as wide as the mat, but for some of you it may be even wider, might be even wider. And then start to point your knees towards each other. If you already feel a lot of inner rotation stretch, then stay here. If you don't feel that much, walk the feet even wider than the mat and then allow the knees to collapse to the inside. The knees doesn't need to touch. Just pause in the moment when you start to feel the internal rotation stretch in your hips. Then get your feet in and simply slide the legs to Shavasana. Open your palms towards the ceiling. This gesture of opening the hands and rotating your shoulders externally, it's a very nice way to open across the collarbone and to train this openness in the front body and in the shoulders. External rotators. So give yourself this freedom across the shoulders, across your pelvis. The eyes closed. The breath as it is, you don't need to shape your breath in any way. And please give yourself here at least few minutes of Shavasana. Even 1 minute if you are in a big rush will be very good. But if you have time, try to stay at least 5 minutes. so you can train in this peacefulness state. So we can bring more and more peace into our lives. It's like every other training. We will get better in it if we practice it. So I invite you to stay here and to deeply listen to every sensation from your toes up to the crown of your head. Observe your mind and the thoughts passing through, but also stay connected to your peaceful zone, to your source, to this level of ease and joyfulness in every cell.